Hey yo, see these nuts? Nice, right? Stick around, and I'll show you how you can have nuts like mine. I got some hardware here to the car I'm working on. Before I can reinstall the hardware, I need to clean it up and electroplate it so it'll look good and last a long time. To do this, we're going to need some nickel strips, or in my case, I'm using nickel rods. You're going to need a DC power supply and some wire to connect it. You're going to need some distilled vinegar so we can make our nickel acetate solution. You're going to need some phosphoric acid so that we can etch our parts. You're going to need tap water so that you can rinse your parts off. And you're going to need some way to degrease the parts, clean them up. On dish soap, I'm going to use rubbing alcohol. You get the idea. First thing I do is clean the part to bare metal with the sandblaster or wire wheel. You'll need to remove all the rust, paint, old plating, or anything else that could get in the way. I'm also going to choose a finish I want for my part at this point. If I want something dull, then I'm going to leave it dull. And if I want something shiny, well, then I'm going to polish it and make it shiny. So now I'm going to take my parts. I'm going to hang them from a wire. And I'm going to degrease them. Now to help the plating stick, I'm going to etch the part using phosphoric acid diluted 10:1 with water. Oh, I don't know. Probably about 20 or 30 seconds. You got to be careful you don't leave it in too long because it will change how shiny or dull your part is. And once we've done that, we're going to rinse it with our water. I'm going to use a solution of nickel acetate. You can make this by passing a current through distilled vinegar using nickel as electrodes. And you'll do this until the solution turns this nice green color. So we're going to hook our nickel rods to the positive. And we're going to hook up our part to the negative. You see I've printed this nice cap for me to make this a little easier. Now we'll take our part and we'll hook it up. And I'll connect the power. And we should get something here. So I'll leave this part probably 4 or 5 minutes and we'll check on it. I'll come back and I'll move it every couple of minutes. And we'll see what it looks like in about 5 minutes. So it's been about another 5 minutes here. Let's pull it out and check it. Looks okay to me. Now we'll move to our next part. Since this one's shiny, I'm not going to leave it in for too long. And we'll rinse it. Make this one longer. And that's it. I'll check it in 10 minutes. Now this part I'll check in 10 minutes because it's bigger. So the bigger the part, the longer it takes. And it's been about 15 minutes here on this long bolt. Let's pull it out. It looks okay to me. Yeah. So let's say I want something more of a gold color. Right, let's say I'm going to put this against something that's going to be black or dark in color. Well, I have copper in this jar, and it's the same process, made the same way as before. And we'll put it in for 10 seconds and we'll see what it looks like. I don't think I want to go longer. Let's try that. See what that looks like. And so yeah, you can end up with this really nice kind of a copper tone. So that's how I get my old nuts looking nice and shiny. So now that you know how I do it, I expect everyone's nuts to be looking nice and shiny next time I see them.